This is GACenter, your look into the Grand Arena Championship matches of over 60 of the world's best content creators. Here are your hosts, the Nev from the Escape Podcast and Ranger from Reality Skewed Gamers.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Season 2 of GACenter. It is week 1. It's exciting. Feel these nipples. Yes, we have a new host. Ranger is my new co-host.
Yes,
Ranger, how you doing, buddy?
The good thing about those nipples, he didn't need ice. They just did it naturally. We didn't have to do any preservatives. There's no fake stuff here. There's no ice. There's no blowing. They just did it. Natural. Just natural. Just throwing it out there.
Anyway, okay. Thank you very much for the hype train that was started before.
I know. We're at level 2. It's almost level 3. What's going on?
We haven't done anything yet. Well, we are doing it now. So this
is
usually the part of the show where Flair will tell everybody that, you know, the usual announcements. Obviously, this is a live recording of the show. So when we actually get into the stats and talking through everyone's stat cards and going over all of the tables, you know, keep those cheers, keep those bits, keep those subs coming as much as you like, as much as you want to. But what we'll be doing is saving all of the thanks and expressing our gratitude during the thoughts and acknowledgements at the end of the show. So, without any further ado, I think, Ranger, it's time to start.
I don't know. Maybe just sit here for a few minutes and talk about our feelings.
It's time. Okay, right. Div 3, Div 4. Everybody is lumped in together. We're not doing a separate Div 3. We're not doing a separate Div 4 because we've only got 2 competitors in Div 4. And this is one of them, Commander Cody. One of only 2 competitors left in Division 4. Commander Cody had a great start to the week, picking up flawless victories in rounds 1 and rounds 2. But then the curse of round 3 struck. Inevitably in round 3. And he lost his first battle, stopping the Triple Crown. Phoenix of all teams, losing to Palpatine. Still 3-0, triple whammy for Commander Cody.
All right. So next we move on to Mr. Andy B's. Now I'm going to have some fun with these because the way they were written, I'm just going to read them what came to my head as I was reading these. So I had a lot of fun. And I think Andy B's will be fine because we're going to go with Mr. Mackey, who's going to cover Andy B's this week. Because Mr. Mackey's going to talk about don't auto-deploy. Okay, it's bad. All right, auto-deploy's bad, kids. Don't do it. It's bad. Round 1 was a win. His opponent auto-deployed. Didn't attack. It was bad. In full clear, that was nice. Pretty nice. Round 2 was another win. But Monk Donkey did another auto-deploy. It was bad, but I still won. Pretty bad at all. And round 3 was another win. But not an auto-deploy. It was pretty good. So 3-0 and don't auto-deploy. Is bad. Okay, don't be auto-deploy. There you go.
No, yeah. See, I can't do that. So it's plain old English from the Nev. Great
I'm just
start.
using English.
It's plain old English. Yes. Triple whammy from Moyo. Doing pretty well. Great start to the season. Picked up this triple whammy. No Bulldog. So I think he's got that confidence that he's going to do well this season because there is no Bulldog in the lower divisions. Round 1, full clear. Only that one single loss. Round 2, flawless victory. And round 3, full clear with 1 loss. Great stats and a great start to a 3v3 month for Moyo.
All right. Next up, we've got Infinum. To Infinum and Beyond, who didn't quite get beyond because he went 2-1. Rounds 1 and 2 were auto-deploy wins. I feel like Mr. Mackey should come back in here. Don't be doing auto-deploy. The auto-deploys are bad, okay? Not much report there. Full clears on that. And he said the second round was easier full clear. But then, well, what is this? His opponent had it. I got basically the Gettysburg of Address here. Basically, he lost. So a lot of stuff he wasn't prepared for in that round. So 2-1, still respectable. Still 2-1. We'll take it.
Stone, nice 3-0 here. Another great start to the season with another 3-0 for Stone. He had a great start to season 1, but it kind of tapered off at the end. So he'll be looking to take advantage of a shorter season because it was the last 2 months of season 1 where he started to fall away. Hopefully he'll be able to take advantage of a shorter 4-month season. Round 1 was a full clear against an auto-deploy. Round 2 was a glorious, flawless victory. Round 3 was a tougher match, but his opponent set a very expensive defense and couldn't clear, so Stone picked up the victory. 3-0 to Stone.
All right. Next up, we've got Renard the Fox, and I thought of... when I heard this name, first of all, I thought what the Fox said, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to do French because the way he wrote this was in French. Round 1, auto deployment, full clear, 1 shot. Round 2, it was fun, 1 shot again. Round 3, full clear, but struggled, but the one. So we went 3-0. It's just simple sentences that were just in here. So congrats to Renard the Fox on a 3-0 victory. Well done, sir. Kicking some butt.
Renard the Fox is our favorite German fox.
Is he German? Oh, I could have done the German voice.
Should have done next. You'll know for next week.
You'll know for next week. I did not know that. Oh, I'm doing German next time.
You're doing German next week.
The German accent should come in round 1 out of the plane.
Oh, it was glorious. I think he'll appreciate that. Okay, so Vendetta. Hopes are high for a championship season for Vendetta in season 2. The RNG Gods punished him most severely in the final 2 months of season 1, placing him against multiple competitors with slacker GLs. This week had none of that as he destroyed his round 1 and round 2 opponents with flawless victories. A little of the R3, the round 3 curse in the way of a Night Sister team stopped the Triple Crown, but a triple whammy all the same. He ain't complaining. 3-0 triple whammy for Vendetta. And there is the division. Everybody went 3-0 except for Infernum.
He fell on his keys. It happens. You can't,
It does. It does happen. So let's move straight on to Div 2.
All right. And we're starting with me, Geek Girl. Sorry. I'm getting used to all this madangled technology. Now, Geek Girl went 2-1 this week, and that's all fine and well, but I've got to read this like I saw this because I love this so much. I love Geek Girl so much. So I'm going to read it like a 5-year-old because it's one run-on sentence kind of. Round 1, turn 9, and it was autoed, and then I was able to pretty officially clear. Round 2, my guy put tough front wall, didn't pay back, so I got through it. It was pretty easy. Did 3, got stuck. A couple teams got stuck in a career team that just went down, got destroyed. Rogue Bugs team. That's pretty much the wrap-up, but 2-1 from Geek Girl, very, very impressive. So I'll try to get those sentences out a little bit better next time, but well done, Geek Girl.
And we're on to Jake, my British compatriot. Too much experimenting this week, Jake. Too much. And it cost Jake dearly as he tried a Vader solo in round 1 against the CLS team. And he paid the price and he lost the round. Round 2 was an auto deploy, so win. Who doesn't win auto deploys? Round 3 was a loss after he got cucked and timed out by a Jedi team with Jolie Bindo in it. I mean, come on. Everybody plays the Jolie Bindo timeout team. You should have seen it coming. Stop the experimenting, Jake, and get back to your winning ways. 1 and 2 for Jake AW.
All right. Moving on, we've got the lovely Kate Gaming, as I know her as the Hate Hunter. I don't have a voice for her yet. I need to listen to her a little bit more, but I will come up with one for Kate. Round 1 she went 3-0 this week. Round 1 was a win. Neither of them full cleared, but she was able to take one more full more territory than her opponent. Round 2, another win. Cleared 2 full territories, and opponent attacked one of my teams, then gave up. That's nice when that happens. Round 3, another win. Full cleared and 1 shot. Everything opponent couldn't get past the back wall because she is so powerful. Kate Gaming representing 3-0. Well done.
Olimar our returning Division 2 champion, started off Season 2 with a triple whammy, brushing aside his round 1 and round 2 opponents with ease. He went into round 3 hoping to get the Triple Crown, but his opponent had other ideas, setting a Darth Revan team in defense, which cost him a double tap and that one single solitary loss. Stop the Triple Crown, but hey, a triple whammy is still just as good.
All right, next up we got Marco from Syndicate Games. Yeah, he went 2-1. He failed. Yeah, it should have been 3-0. Round 1, he won the match. Sadly, no full clear. He did say I won in banner in advance. Well, there's that. Round 2, he also won, got the full clear, and opponent got stuck on his Old Republic team. And then round 3, he took the L. You have failed. Get out of here. My opponent put his Galactic Round D, and I have no counters for that yet. He full cleared me. But 2-1, still respectful. Well done, sir.
Scribe. Another of my English compatriots who speaks slightly posher than I do, but
He's
not
Spanish.
Quite as posh as I do. Big start for Scribe this season as he kicked off with a Triple Crown. Round 1 was very, very one-sided. No GLs versus his 2 GLs, and no Get-To ships versus his 2 Get-To ships. Enough said, flawless victory. Round 2, another flawless victory against an even opponent this time. Round 3 was the closest and even match of them all, but Scribe secured the win by 8 banners, and he picked up his first Triple Crown of the season. Booming score, 8,017. You'd think it'd break the record. Somebody else better. Div 2.
Is that 8,000 really?
Yep, 8,017 banners. An 8,000 score was only achieved once last season. Once.
I'm suspicious of
yeah. 8,017 banners. So, yeah, Scribe has laid down the gauntlet for Div 2. We shall see. We shall see.
Well, just have to kick his butt up to Division 1. Yeah, sorry.
Yep, let's move on to Div 1. It's my div.
Speaking of Div. We start off with Calvin Awesome, who was awesome this week. I just love some of these quotes. Round 1, my first time streaming using my computer ever. It was kind of rough, but the battles were very straightforward. He one-shot his board, got the easy victory. R2, he had 1.3 more million GP less than his opponent, but still got the full clear, and he one-shotted. So, and then round 3, final match was against a guildmate friend. He put friend, follower, guildmate, Ewok expert. Don't put that. I don't want to read that. But overall, well done from Calvin. 3-0. Well done, sir. Salute.
It's Bomber Fett. Bomber Fett. Oh, he's in the big boys leagues. Now, Bomber, all of last season, he was in Div 3 and Div 2, but he begins Season 2 with the big boys. And what a great start to Div 1 live. Triple whammy. Round 1 was a flawless victory, but it was a no-show, so kind of takes the shine off the flawless victory. Round 2 was a full clear, but a loss to an EP Vader cost him the Triple Crown. Round 3 was against a GL Ray roster, but lucky for him, it wasn't on D, and he full cleared while his opponent failed on ships. Great start for Bomber Fett. 3-0 triple whammy.
I can't believe I got this one. Brick Hard Meat. This name, sorry, it just throws me off. Like I should be in New York, just saying. Round 1, I won. What are you going to do about it? I'm Brick Hard Meat. But Brick, it's not as hard as he thought. He was 2-1. Round 1, saying that this is his first season Division 1. He got the win. Then round 2, he got stuck, and then round 3, he got stuck on an EP lead team. Kind of threw him up there. But then round 3, he came back. He says his opponent went full defense, but he was ready for the strategy, and one shot full cleared him. Great job. And his own opponent in round 3 only cleared one zone. So really, considering he went 2-1 and had some tough competition, we'll take it.
Another new competitor, but no triple for the Llama as they started their epic journey with a round 1 loss, courtesy of a very, very rough Relic 7 Dreven team. The Llama learned the lessons needed and went heavy D for round 2 and 3 and won the day won the day to save the week from disaster. Round 3 was a very cheeky win by 1 banner, courtesy of the Nev's famous Hyena Bomber solo. She took it by 71. Her opponent was not very pleased. 2-1 for the Llama.
All right, who's next? Oh man,
It's
really?
me.
This bloody wanker Nev. Oh man. Well, Nev went 3-0 this week. Well, congratulations, you tosser. Round 1, he's got a full clear. Yada yada yada. Round 2 and 3 were both flawless victories. This is what Nev wrote, not me. Flawless victories. 1-shot full clears against weak opponents. He said round 3 opponent had gas and didn't put him on defense. For goodness sake, dude didn't even have a SWGOH account. Well, let's end the show right now. I mean, with that kind of information, Nev. I mean, everybody else wrote these long things. Nev, you wrote a short paragraph. Do I start reading it like run on sentences? What is this? It's just flawless victory.
Short and to the point.
I won so much that I literally exploded with winning.
See, I did a report.
Yeah. I didn't.
Still looking for yours.
No, I don't do that. Yeah,
I know you don't do that. Okay, let's move on. Rand B, a booming start for Rand B this season as he picks up the triple. And based off this form, he could pick up some crowns and some whammies this season. Round 1 was an auto, but he did clear it, but these auto deploys, sometimes they're tricky, and he did get held by 1 team on the back with a Django in it. Couldn't get past it. Round 2 was a flawless victory, and round 3 was a rough grudge match that went to the wire. But Rand has a very, very good kitchen sink, and he used it to good purpose, throwing everything at his opponent. 3-0 for Rand B.
All right. Next up, we've got Spartan EZ. Then he made it look easy, boy. I tell you what, 3-0, round 1, used his usual Revens, top and bottom, and they weren't able to get past Darth Revan. And he was able to full clear. No, he was held by Malinth for full clear. I misread that. Round 2, same defense, got the full clear. My opponent didn't show. Round 3, his opponent set a greater defense and held me from ship, but he won by banners. So he double tapped 4 teams, only got double tapped 1 time. So all in all, another great week for Spartan Z, starting it off strong with 3-0.
Another great start for another of our new competitors. Tilo went to town on his round 1 opponent, clearing his territories despite tough fleet defenses. Round 2 was a lovely flawless victory, beating down his opponent's 2 GLs on the road to victory and holding 2 territories to boot. Round 3 was another flawless victory, and he held 3 territories with a solid D. Great way to start the season. 3-0, triple whammy for Tilo Mad.
All right, next up is the heartthrob of the Outer Rim, Urzatron, who went 1-2 this week. Let me tell you something, Hall. The Hall let Urz down this week. Get them out of here and spray them with some carbonite. First round, I'm not making. He got slaughtered. He lost by 800 points. I just wrote next to this. Phew. Second round, he did better. But again, another tough loss. Lost by nearly 400 points. Third round, he got his win. Still struggled to get the full clear. Didn't get it. Got the points, but his opponent didn't attack. But a win is a win. Nonetheless, I think I think too many people are getting sprayed in carbonite, but 1-2 for Urz this week.
Yeti. No whammy or crown for Yeti this week, as he lost a lot of banners by not getting the full clears. There might not be a Bitcoin or a Fortmort to contend with this year, but the division favourite will need the banners at the end of the season.
Do we have another competitor, or he got all quiet there? Like,
round 1, win, no full clear, auto deploy. Round 2, win, no full clear, double GL. Round 3, win with full clear, double GL. Sorry, I dozed off for a moment there.
Oh man, someone get him some medicine, man. I mean, jeez.
Yeti passed out and fell asleep midstream this weekend. It was very, very, very funny.
I didn't even know that I know. Someone sent me a screenshot of it. I was like, really?
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
Anyone?
Look at that table. That is just, I'm worried. Calvin, awesome. I said he was going to be a contender right at the start, and he is. 7,999 banners. So, there's a few people low down there. I'm quite happy with, Rand and Spartan, Ranby and Spartan not having that many banners. So, because the banners are definitely going to help at the end of the season. They really, really will.
Well, it depends on the strategy. It'll start breaking out as more people get wins and victories and strategies start taking form. And it's discussed. 3v3 though is
well, it depends. If we get 2 3v3s, 2 5v5s, we'll just have to wait and
It'll
see.
balance out. We'll see.
Yeti. My money's still on Yeti. It's either going to be Yeti or I mean, I'm in their division, but I still think either Calvin or Yeti's going to win this division.
Yeah, so. I think Nev sucks. I don't think Nev's going to do anything this year.
Yeah.
So we don't have to count on that.
Right. Anyway, we are going to break for the Patreons segment, and we will be back in just a few moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new season of GACenter and also a new month of the Patreons leaderboard. This segment is brought to you by the Patreons of the Escape Podcast. Are you not a streamer but enjoy the show and would like to see your name up here on the boards? Join the Escape Podcast Patreon at the Kyber Combatant level or higher to get on the Patreon leaderboard. Head on over to patreon.com/theescapepod to sign up, or just type in !Patreon and be able to get a link in chat if you're watching this live on Twitch. I am Paul Anthony, and as always, I am joined by my robotic life partner, Newbie from Hellion the Noob, as we take a look at how everyone did this week. Let's get to it. Big Country Mags, 2-1. He reported that he had the first two, but the last round he got stonewalled by an oddly low-geared Darth Revan. Par for the course, as he claims. Bringer of Chaos, 2-1. No report. Here are his stats. D, 2-1, and the Bard has returned. He says, reruns of GAC on this date. 3v3 is back, and so is the hate. Feared I would be GL bait. Somehow I managed. 2nd of 8. Dr. JoJo, our 2-time defending champion, 3-0, round 1, full clear, opponent never attacked. Round 2, full clear, and Big Papa Palps defended the top, and Ray defended the bottom. Round 3, full clear, one shot, opponent lost his JML, JKR, and Gas versus his Ray, IG-11, and Queel, and couldn't recover or clear. I'd say shame on you for that comp, but I didn't do too much different myself there, JoJo. 4 strong, 2-1. Round 1 got tripped up by a Malik and had to take the L. Round 2, his Malik's turn to hold the line along with the bugs. Round 3, utterly demolished his opponent to the point that they didn't even attack. Leonard McFacepunch. He goes 2-1, but he gave us no report. There are his stats. Riverboy 12. 2-1. First round, his opponent auto-set and didn't attack. He cleared the bottom but lost a few. Didn't make it to his ships. Second round, screwed up against a Padme and a dodgy GK, while Anakin destroyed his teams. It took them a few battles to figure out that it was Gas and not regular Anakin. Though, for sure he thought he lost after all that, but he just wildly sent in teams, got a full clear, and ended up with the win. Third round, though, he failed on attempts to take out Ray. One shot the top and bottom, except for Ray, and he full cleared. While his opponent full cleared and just two shot something. Schnarman, 2-1. No report except for one where he says he lost by 3 banners. There's his stats. And Sephiranus, the newcomer to the board this month, he posted an inaugural 1-2. Though, it was a tough start for this GAC Patreon leaderboard rookie. And he didn't post a report either, so there you are. Let's take a look at the big board. Dr. JoJo, if you're paying attention, is the only 3-0 this week. But once again, his banners can do him in. If Bringer of Chaos sees an opening, he's going to jump on that. Now, everyone else except for Sephiranus comes in at 2-1 as we start our seeding process. Only one person in that group, as I mentioned, can upset JoJo. But this is a marathon, not a sprint. And Seth holds up the foundation. He hopes he can bounce back this coming week. I am Paul Anthony for the Noob and the Escape Podcast Patreons. We thank you for joining us. Be nice to each other, dammit. I send it back to Ranger and the Nev for the Class A leagues right here on GACenter. Take it away, boys.
Oh, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
We're back. Yes, we are.
You're doing a great job. We had a great show. Thanks for coming, guys. It was really good.
We're moving on to the A teams now.
Oh.
We're still in Div 1, but it's the A teams, the big A teams now. So should be an interesting one. Okay.
Are we on the A teams or the double A teams?
Yeah, we're on the double A teams. Yeah. So double A first.
These batteries are bigger.
Double A first.
That's
right.
Right.
There we go.
So, okay. We're starting with me. We start with my friend, Fort Mort. Shop Mort. Shop S Mort. I mean it. Round 1. I'm not going to read what he wrote. He won easily. Let's say there were words like garbage mods, but I'm just going to leave it at that. That's what Mort would say, yes. Round 2, said he had a better opponent, but he said his play was predictable. Had no problems, basically. Won easily. Guy didn't even show up, as Mort would say. In round 3, the guy tried to mix it up on him, but it was really, he had no chance. He got another full clear victory, won by 1,000 points. So Mort, doing what Mort does, coming in strong with a 3-0. Slam bam, thank you, man.
Oh, one of your colleagues, Finn.
Who?
Despite a 3-0, Finn got lazy, like really lazy this week.
Bottom fluffing bastard.
His round 1 opponent was an auto deploy, so Finn literally just cleared 1 territory and walked away. I mean, 1 territory, walked away. Round 2 did the exact same thing. I mean, his opponent still turned up, but he couldn't clear anything, so Finn again took a territory and walked away. Round 3, final round, needed a little extra, so Finn full cleared him. Finn should be in his new home. Is he in his new home by now?
I don't care.
Oh, well. Hopefully.
Yes, he's moved.
He's moved, so that's why he was being so lazy with the game. And hopefully by next week he's all settled. And
he was in the middle. He was in the middle of moving, so you guys
giving it the full Finn, try.
But don't worry, he's back with porgs and pickles and all that other nonsense that you guys seem to enjoy. He's actually, he's back. Sorry, you said I got Finn on the brain and I lost my train of thought. Oh, it's my boy DB Official who went 1-2. It's tough being DB Official because I went 1-2. Round 1, I faced a tough you who had 2 Galactic Legends. I'm just making excuses. Round 2, I had to throw after Matchmaker would be kind to love me and grid to match up. So he threw the second round, and third, he beat the grid. And that's actually pretty impressive because that's the guy with the greatest hair in the galaxy, and he won. And that's all I'm going to say. And he said, rule number 1 in GAC is always create a dumb, all safe defense. Or rule number 2, first learn rule number 1. So DB Official is growing in front of our eyes, taking down one of the sexiest mans in GAC, which was a lot of fun, the grid.
And here is the grid. A wooden spoon for Grid this week, but it wasn't all his fault. Well,
it looks like it was his fault, yeah.
Round 1 was his fault. He lost that one because he didn't have a good day with Fleet. Round 2, though, it was just like it was with DB. It was a deliberate loss. They did not know if they both won that they would face each other in round 3. So they both deliberately took a hit so that they could go toe-to-toe against each other. And round 3, it was a clash of the Titans. Grid was in the lead for the entire match. The last battle was done simultaneously because of the one banner lead that Grid. They both went undersized. Grid's Jedi lost, and DB pulled it back in the dying minutes by destroying Grid's Relic 7 Marauder, and he took the victory. So unfortunately, nothing for Gridsy this week, but I'm sure he'll come back. He's going to have the rest of the month is going to be gravy for Gridsy. It's going to be gravy all the way.
I'm going to have to tell his dad about this. This is pretty sad, actually. I met his father this past Friday, so more dirt to give to Papa Grid. All right. Who's up next? All right. It's welcome back to NPR with Jigabachi. Had a great week this week. Round 1, a good round with a pretty close roster. Full clear and 1 efficiency. Round 2, my opponent was in chat. It was fun. Got a little bit of experience, test some fun comps. Got the win. And then round 3, well, things went down the toilet. Don't have a Galactic Legend. I drew Galactic Ray, but those are the breaks. But I ended up doing pretty solid and lost by 300 points. But we'll see what we can do next week. Thanks.
Duder. Rico, another 3-0 from another new competitor. The new competitors are just absolutely smacking it out of the park this week. Round 1, he overpowered his opponent and got an inaugural flawless victory. Round 2, his opponent only kind of half turned up, like setting a half a score, and then he just didn't bother coming back. I mean, he had still, stuff left, but just didn't bother. Round 3, his opponent showed, but it was so late in the day that he couldn't do anything to beat Rico. So a 3-0 for Rico.
All right, next is Ricky P, or as he's known on the West Side as RKP, the OG of GAC. Round 1 was a full clear and win versus an auto deploy. Nothing much to add. Those are his words, not mine. Round 2 was a full cleared win. An ultimate Galactic Ray, blah, blah, blah. But he basically kicked butt, won by like 300 points. And then round 3 was a full clear and win. And he won by 700 points. Opponent went super heavy on defense. It didn't matter. He blasted through there, representing the homies down in 7-Eleven. Good job, Ricky P. 3-0.
Wigsy, not the best start to the season for Wigsy, as he had to settle for just a 2-1. Now, round 1 was a nice, clean, flawless victory with some good defensive holds. But round 2 was a hot mess as he went on tilt after losing to a slacker, and he used all of his off-meta counters. It just was not pretty. Round 3, though, was where things calmed down as he full cleared his opponents for a comfortable win, and he picked up the 2-1 week.
I'm just enjoying watching Paul trying to spell things in chat and doing a horrible job. Good job, Paul. Way to show the literacy of the Escape Podcast. I hope you were proud of yourself. All right, next up is whatever went 3-0. Whatever. Round 1, auto deploy 1, whatever. Round 2, won again, but like 100, whatever. Round 3, same result. What you gonna do? Whatever. He's 3-0. I mean, he did well. Dominant performance from whatever.
Triple crown.
Yep. Is it a triple crown? I gotta get the terminology down. So yeah.
Yeah, you'll pick it up. You
see Escape Podcast saying Ranger don't do that. I'll do what I do. I will burn this whole place down. Boy, you hired me. I'm taking Nev and Christy. We're gonna do some D&D.
Oh, Wrangler, back from walkabout, wrangling rancors from the planet Dathomir, our resident space cowboy is just easing back into this season with a 2-1, picking up wins in rounds 1 and round 2 by totally randomizing his defenses across all leaders. But that strategy came up short, and it failed him in round 3 as he lost by 12 banners. But 2-1, still a good score for our resident space cowboy.
All right. Now the Cubs fan hand. Who else to do this but Harry Carey? Hi, everybody. Harry Carey here with my boy Cubs fan hand, who let us down this week with the 2-1. He started off strong with a 300-point full clear victory. Good job. Round 2 was with a full clear. His opponent didn't even bother. He was so scared. And then by round 3, Cubs, what happened? Let us down like Leon Durham in Game 5 of the National League Championship Series, but letting the ball go right through his legs, losing by 300 points. Just to let you know that this segment is brought to you by Budweiser. Budweiser, when you're getting your butt whooped in GAC, drink Budweiser. 2-1 for Cubs.
Another new competitor for the season and some very interesting strategy and tactics from this competitor. In round 1, he put aside his best offensive teams and tried to trick his opponent with a fake auto-deploy. He didn't fall clear, but his opponent stopped attacking after the bottom territory was cleared, presumably because he thought it was an auto-deploy. Round 2, took it seriously though, went back to business, flawless victory. That's the way you do it. Round 3 was a battle of the banners as both competitors went at it for the highest score. His opponent won out by 6 banners, which wasn't bad considering he had a GL average of 1-3. 2-1 for the Wolf. And there is the AA League. Everybody scoring well, but only 5 people went undefeated this week. Only 5. So the double A
I'm
league.
worried about Grid at 0-3 down there. Oh boy.
Gridsy, don't worry, mate. You've got time.
Come on, Grid. I believe in you, Grid. Slick up that hair, brother. Let's do this. 0-3. We can't be at the bottom there.
You've got the time. Okay, let's move on to Triple A.
All right. Starting off with Moon. And that's no space station. It's a moon for real. 3-0. One shy of a triple crown this week. Round 1, he one-shot everything with relative ease. Won by 200 points, scored well. Let's see. I think his opponent got tripped up on his rollo. Round 2. Very similar kind of results. It was a closer match. It came down to the wire, but won by 5 banners, but a win is a win. And then round 3, it was an efficiency battle, and he was able to come up on I can't talk all of a sudden. Came up on top again with a 8-point victory. Well done, Moon.
Bulldog. A tough start for Bulldog as he battles with the big boys this season. Yes, he is no longer in the lower divisions. He's in the tippy top. In round 1 and round 2, he got the wins without full clears due to losses against GLs. But as he too had GLs in defense, it was enough. In round 3, he got the full clear after some changes and finished the week undefeated. 3-0 for Bulldog.
All right. Next up, we've got Mud Bum in his mud clay hut somewhere out there in the wilderness. Started off rough. Round 1 was a loss. Just had all kinds of problems against certain teams, like Piet and Vader. Some of the other ones just was not able to get through it, and virtually cost him the win. Round 2 and 3 went a little bit better. Round 2, he says my opponent doesn't like 3v3. Okay, but set a tough defense, win AFK, and then he full cleared him, so it was pretty nice. And then round 3, and someone he had seen before and kind of recognized the offense he was going to use and defense he was going to use, so he did a better job here. So 2-1, respectable. After starting off, with the loss, he came back strong, got the 2-1. but getting there. Nicely done, sir.
Going nerdy. Will Thaddeus be better at being bad this season is the question on everyone's lips. He started off the season with losses in rounds 1 and rounds 2. So the answer is yes, for the most part, but then came round 3 and he picked up a full clear against his opponent and stopped the rot. 1 and 2 were going nerdy.
All right, next up is Deadpool Kyle, aka DPK, the significantly less important person than Lady Pool, who is my co-host on another show. I love what he wrote here. Man, 3v3 isn't my favorite, but most of the time I'm pretty good at it. Really? Then why'd you go 2-1? Just throwing it out there, DPK. Round 1, I got thrown off with the peekaboo, and that's what it is. You're blaming it on the peekaboo. All right, there, DPK. We said round 2. He wrote, I bodied my opponent into a corner. I like that. He was giving him the haymakers. And then round 3, the poor guy didn't stand a chance. He couldn't clear anything, and he got his stuff in a row. So I guess being pretty good at 3v3 GAC means 2-1 for DPK.
Yeah, DPK really doesn't like 3v.
Get over it.
It's just Ian. Had an average week. Getting full clear victories in rounds 1 and 3, but he came a cropper in round 2 where he failed to clear a Basti JML Watt combo that had him in all kinds of trouble. Stumped him for 6 battles before he conceded the match. 2-1 for It's Just Ian because of that round 2 defeat.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh no, it's Paul. Apparently wants to talk to me after the show. But I'm happy here. I'm going to take this and shout out to his lovely wife, Christy, who does D&D with me on Saturdays. He said he was 1 play away from a possible 3-0. Let's see what happened. Round 1, he said I had a chance, but he blew it. I took a JTR against the Relic Bounty Hunter team, and they got the contract off. Well, these things happen. Round 2, he full cleared him. He didn't even bother attacking him, so Paul got a nice victory there. And basically, round 3 had the advantage and was able to really pull out the hard win here. So after blowing it in round 1, I'll give Paul a little credit here. 2-1. I've seen his results in previous GACs. So you know what, Paul, I'm proud of you. 2-1. Could have been 3-0. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but we'll take it.
Lolinda77, a new competitor to the show and a promising prospect. One of our Foreign Legion players. He is one of the Spanish-speaking SWGOH on Twitch, and very, very happy to have him included. Round 1 was an efficiency battle, with Lolinda's defense on the front wall getting the holds he needed to secure a banner victory. JML and crew doing the business. Round 2, monster flawless victory against this opponent, scoring a magical 2-6-6-9. Round 3, tough match, as his opponent and he both had GLs and the defense. Yeah, but they weren't up to scratch. They weren't up to scratch, and they were defeated comprehensively. 3-0, triple whammy.
Es muy bien. All right. The Senate, the younger, sexier version of Cubs, if I might add. Although the Senate went 1-2 this week. Round 1, he said, used the wrong team in the first battle, ended up playing catch up the whole time, lost by 14 banners. Oh no, 1A. Round 2, failed with gas versus Darth Reverend, wherein he had one of his GLs in the 3 GLs in the back wall, and basically just misplayed the rest of the time. But you know, it happens. So another loss, but then he was able to get an auto set defense who didn't attack and basically was able to get the win. So 1-2, rough start for the Senate, but I knew you can come back, brother. Just smell that Rocky Mountain air. You'll get it.
Scorch the Hoss. We did not have any data, and we didn't get a report, but I did confirm that he did go 2-1. Now, we didn't get a report from Scorch, as Mini Scorch needed taking care of. So, yeah, much, much more important, but 2-1 for Scorch the Hoth.
All right. How dare you cough in the middle of my segment?
Excuse me.
I know the phlegm is strong. Is it the Rona?
No, it's not. It's not the Rona. It's not the Rona.
Not the Rona. Oh my god.
Do not have the coof.
Okay. Next up is Dr. Zepper. I'm a Zepper. He's a Zepper. There's Zepper. We're a Zepper. Wouldn't you like to be a Zepper too? Because Zepper went 1-2, unfortunately, and round one was he was outnumbered Galactic Legend wise 3-1, and that was pretty much all she wrote. Round two, it looks like he wrote that his opponent ran out of time setting his defense or just didn't set it, but basically that's all he needed to do very well, go in there, kick some butt, and get the win. And then the third round, again, outnumbered Galactic Legend wise, but it was only 2-1, but yeah, with the placement of the GLs and stuff, just could not do it. So another tough loss. They were tough, close losses for him, but he did a good job. So overall, 1-2 bad breaks, but he can come back and hopefully get squared away. So keep your head up, Dr. Zeppers.
A big bang this week from new competitor Thisk as he smashed the 3v3 record with 8,033 banners. Best Scribe thought he had the record. Triple crown to Thusk this week. Round one was a flawless victory despite a one-shot from his opponent. His opponent scored a 26-60 and he still got the victory. Just wasn't as efficient as him. Round two was another flawless victory, but this time his opponent wasn't as efficient and lost a battle to a Mon Mothma defensive team. Round three, another flawless victory, and his opponent lost matches, including to a Padme team. Excellent week. Excellent triple crown for Thisk. And there is the Triple A League. Now, don't worry, the people that are in red, they're red simply because we don't have.
Does that mean they have the Rona?
Stats. No, it does not mean they've got the Rona.
It looks like they've got the Rona.
It just means we don't have stats for them. We don't have official stats from SW.
Well, this has got 8,000 banners. What do you mean? I'm looking right at him.
That's because he keeps comprehensive records of what he gets. If he doesn't have 8,033, when we update SWGOH.gg, we'll know. We will know. And we will update it.
I'm starting it up.
Anyway, we're going to take a quick break before we go to the Major League and the Premier Division.
Ooh.
Are you a member of Team Paul or Team Neil? Maybe you prefer story time with the llama, or dabble in the buttery side of the Force with Biscuit Weasel. Or maybe you like the escape pod talents from Down Under like Heinzie and Scotty. No matter who you support, you can get one of my designs from the Escape Podcast merch store. Just go to escapepodcastaways.com, click on the merch link, and it will take you to the TeePublic site where you can support me, Mrs. Anthony, also known as Critty K. Also be sure to check out the Mrs. Anthony Shirts channel on the Escape Podcast's Discord server weekly to vote for my latest shirts in the Design Derby on Woot. Links for both of these are down below. Thank you for supporting the Escape Podcast.
Does your guild want to tap into their full potential in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Yeah! For as low as $1 a month per guild member, your guild can unleash the power of the game in ways you never thought possible. Ooh. Track your arena movements, guild progression, and much, much more. Contact Shitty Bill and get one of his shitty bots on your server today. Just look for him on our Discord server and tag or message him for more information. The link for our server is below in the description. Shitty bots, don't let the name fool you.
SWGOH.gg is your one-stop site for the raw data behind the game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. From complete gear lists to intuitive stats behind all of your favorite holotable heroes. SWGOH.gg has it all. With a .gg account, you can get a complete view of your own roster, see how you match up against other players, and even check out the history of your own Grand Arena Championship matches. You can also see what your opponent used on you to give you a better understanding of counters and team compositions to improve your gameplay. Did you know that they also have some great Patreon features as well? Ad-free browsing of their site, guild information, and manual information requests are included in their 3 levels of Patreon support. Check out the site for more details. That's SWGOH.GG. Unleash your holotable potential today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, we did it. We did a great show. Great job, guys. Yay.
Yay. Well, it's not over just yet. We've got the major leagues and then the Premier League to discuss. So let's jump on in.
All right. We start off with E-Grace. When you want to find love in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, check out E-Grace, egrace.com. Who went 2-1 and started off round 1 versus... Ended up being a loss. Went stout defense, so did his opponent, and it came down to tooth and nail. And he just had one less drop than E-Grace did, and ended up costing him the battle. But he comes back strong with a round 2 win. he wrote, player went super soft on defense because Galactic Legend deficit. but my meta ships on D, and he failed to kill either one. Good job on the win. And then 3 versus a Maul player. Why you gotta call it Maul? That's my guild. What's up with that? He won, and pretty much the guy didn't really have much of a chance. Won about 800 points. So even though he started off slow, got the next 2 victories. So 2-1. Good job, E-Grace.
And we're on to Clash. New competitor and one of the most established theory crafters in the game. Round 1 saw him face 4 GLs to his 2 GLs, but his opponent dropped more battles, and Clash took the win. Round 2 was the loss due to accidentally leaving a gimme squad from round 1. And he lost by 30 banners. Duh. Round 3 was an auto-deploy, so the win was assured, even if it wasn't a full clear. 2-1 for Clash.
Clash! He'll save every one of us. We have to do it. All right. Next up is Dialar using Twilight Tactics, because that's how I like to say his entire name. 3-0 for the man, Dialar. He said it was so close to a crown, but not close enough. Round 1 got an auto set defense, but he was able to go through, pick it apart, do his thing, and get the full win. He wanted me to read something, but I'm not falling for your tactics here, Dialar. I'm not reading that. He says, holy tantalizing Twi'leks luscious Laku. Didn't think I could say that. Don't come at me fronting like I'm the lore master. Round 2 was another win. It was a tough efficiency battle, but his opponent tripped up on his CLS 3PO team, and he was able to just wink out ahead. Round 3 was a win. So this was his first time facing someone with 4 Galactic Legends, and basically, I think that he got a close win here. But hey, a win is a win is a win. Good job, sir. Salute. 3-0.
Another new competitor for this season. You know him as Gom from Operation Metaverse. Good old Maurice.
Oh my God.
We have a new challenger to end all, or King of the D. Round 1, Gom wins, and opponent did not clear any zones. Round 2, Gom wins again, and the defense is held again, but the assist has to be credited to Solo Base. Round 3, Gom wins, and it was the same as round 2, with the assist going to Solo, who, with the help of defense, kept his blood pressure low. 3-0, triple whammy for good old Maurice.
Well, you know, my name is Heinzie, and I like my preloading. I like to load all day long, so come preload with me. Oi, it's Heinzie the preloader. The preloading was just, it was mwah, this week. 2-1 from Heinzie. And basically, there really was not much to report here because it's all over the place. He had a full crown win, and then got a loss. But I think he was third round. The opponent didn't attack. And he was able to get the victory. The other one that he got that was a victory was a squeaker. He won by 14 battles. No preloading there, just a little preloading. The other loss was preloading. It was a lot of preloading. Do not watch that. Do not watch this. It is unsuitable for children unless you're in Australia. So Heinz 2-1. Just be warned. Is all I'm going to say.
Kioi's introduction to the league involved a very, very bumpy start with a 1 and 2. He fell to a JKL team in round 1, losing the round by 30 banners, and he fell in round 3 to a CLS team, losing by 15 banners. Not having a lot of fun with the Lukes in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The week, though, was not a complete write-off, though. He did get a flawless victory in round 2, saving the week. Barely. 1 and 2 for Kiwi.
Oh, yeah. It's time for some sexy Buddha action with my boy, Sir Loki, the lightsaber builder. 2-1 this week, and I did all these. He was on the stream with me doing these. First round was a tough loss. We faced a team that he had not really seen before. It was a Jedi Master Luke, Grandmaster Yoda, Jedi Master Galactic Legend Luke, and a GK, and that team was dynamite. We had no answer for it, even with Rey. I can't remember what he used on it, but it was Relic 8 to boot. And then after that round, we knew we'd lost, so we just had some fun. So if you go back and watch, we were kind of just screwing around, but he did end up losing. Second round, he full cleared. It was not a problem, but he had a huge advantage because his guy didn't set ships on defense, so that kind of made it an easy win. And the third round, his opponent really struggled on some of his non-Galactic Legends teams, and Loki doing what Loki does, full cleared it and got the win. Sexy Buddha representing RSG. Well done, sir. Laugh is Kyber. Kyber's laugh. 2-1 for Loki.
Lazy Turtle. Nice, easy start for Lazy this week, as his round 1 opponent didn't show up. It happens a lot in week 1 of GAC. Not all of us are fortunate, but Lazy Turtle was. Round 2 was a fun one, as he faced off against a shard mate. Lazy bungled a bunch of battles and did not clear. His shard mate did. Round 3 was another fun one, as he faced an alliance mate. Lazy's opponent went first and made so many errors he couldn't clear. Lazy didn't clear, but did get the banners for the win. 2-1 for Lazy Turtle.
The next up is the Nooch. Nooch has some work to do. Rough week for the Nooch. 1 and 2. Round 1, full clear auto defense. Enough said. Round 2, he said he had the win in hand, but tried a General Grievous solo versus Asajj and lost. I'm really trying to figure that one in my brain, because it's not. He says he's not upset about it because Nooch really wanted to try it. I guess we're talking to the Nooch in the third person. Okay. And he said round 3, opponent set 2 Galactic Legends in front along with Darth Revan, and the Nooch only has 1 Galactic Legend and failed on both. So ended up being another tough loss for the Nooch. So get in there, Nooch. Get that 3-0 next week. Come on, pick it up, Nooch.
Yes, the Nooch likes to talk in the third person.
I know, yeah.
Rambam has declared Dylar his main rival for the season. Just he wants to get that out of the way. Maybe Rambam should have waited until he knew that Dylar had gone 3-0 before declaring Dylar his rival for the season. Great start to the week with a brilliant victory in round 1, getting a full clear. And that pattern followed into round 2 as he scooped up another win by full clear. But then Rambam fell to the round 3 curse. His overconfidence in Mace is undoing as he lost to CLS, Chewie, 3PO. And the round was gone. 2-1 to Rambam.
Not going to mention the whole Mace thing. Okay, we'll move on. All right. Next up is my boy from Maul, Mandalore, aka Mandy, who is so Mandalorian he wears his helmet even when he's making love. Just throwing that out there. But 2-1 this week, and if you've ever seen Mandy's battles, they are super, super close. He is all about the efficiency battles. First round, all these were full clears. The first one was a full clear, and he won by 14 banners only, so really close. Second round, was a loss, and he only lost by 6, getting stuck on a rating that really cost him some banners. Third round, close fought, another full clear win, but just winning by 7 banners. So he likes to play it fast and loose, as a Mandalorian would. Well done, sir.
Warrior's triumphant return took a bit of a bashing this week as he stumbled a couple of times. In round 1, he took the win despite no full clear. In round 2, an overconfident Wampa solo cost him the round, and he lost by only 5 banners. If he had not soloed that match, would have won the round. Round 3, his opponent hit him with a 1-shot clear and took a flawless victory due to 3 battle losses from Warrior. A mix of bad RNG and bad luck for Warrior's first week. And there is the table for the Major League.
Not a lot of undefeated. Look at that 2-1. Wait, is this right? Heinze's up there at top.
Yeah, I know. Heinze's in the top half of the Major League table.
We have got to get that man more drunk, and we have got to get him lower. We cannot allow this, folks. We have got to fan him up more and really do those bits and get him more drinking beer. All right.
I still can't believe that only 2 people went undefeated this week in the Major Leagues. I mean, yeah. It's a very, very, very mixed bag, that. Very mixed bag. Dialogue, really Maurice coming out on top. We'll see. We'll see. Okay.
It's so early.
Okay. You know, it's time. It's time for the big boys now. It's the Premier League. Here we go.
Oh, my God. All right. Sorry, I'm getting caught up here. Oh, it's the Bitcoin. When you need some credits of SWGOH, but not a lot, get Bitcoin. Let's see here. 3-0. He says this is his first tournament with 3 Galactic Legends, and he says so far it's very interesting. I like the way he says that. Very interesting. Round 1, they're all wins. He said round 1 tried to make me go first. He wanted me to think he had a Galactic Legend in the back, but he did not fall for it and was able to get the victory. Round 2, he had 3 Galactic Legends, and he would always sit 3 on defense. He looked him up, found out his strategy, was able to get another win. Round 3, tried me to go first as well. Didn't work. Our boy Bitcoin 3-0, doing very well. Starting off like he always does, 3-0. Really nice banners too.
The Grand Admiral got the triple this week, but not a whammy or a crown, just a regular triple. In round 1, he had an auto deploy. So the win was there. His opponent clearly not a fan of Empire Rule. In round 2, he faced a real defense, which he promptly dispatched, and his GLs held the line. In round 3, the Grand Admiral was held by GLs, but then so was his opponent. 3-0 for the Grand Admiral.
Oh, it's my boy Ando. Rangers lead the way, Ando. Lock it up, Ando. It's time to lock it up, and he did. 3-0. Round 1, nothing crazy. He one-shot his opponent's board, won by 70 banners. Next round, another strong victory, but it was close. 1 banner. You better lock it up, Ando. You better lock that up. 1 point. Better represent the Rangers. And then finally, another solid victory by 70 points. So 3-0 for my boy Ando. Well done, laddie. Well done indeed.
Black Mamba. Blistering, and I do mean blistering start from Black Mamba this week, taking his round 1 opponent to the cleaners with a record round score of 2680. 2680. But then came the bad luck and the bad RNG, and his counters just lost so many banners. And in round 2, he was defeated by 1 banner, 1 stinking banner. But yeah, his counters, he was losing whole characters. It wasn't just, a little bit of protection here and there. He was losing whole characters with his counters, and the banners just decimated him. Round 3 was a hot mess, as he needed All he needed was a full clear for the win. His defense had done their job and held, but a loss to a Bosk bounty hunter team put him on full tilt. And I do mean full tilt. 14 battles against the bounty hunters later, and the round was lost. 1 and 2, Black Mamba this week.
All right, next up we got Fruit Ninja. When you need a drive-by fruiting from Japan, why don't you hire our boy Fruit Ninja, who went 3-0. I love what he wrote here. Just 3-0 Triple Crown, average 2170 on offense, average margin of victory by 60. Enough said. I'll say something different when it's interesting. Not much all to say there when you go 3-0, get over 8,000 banners. So, I mean, there you go. Fruit Ninja representing.
That's the way to do it.
Skyber.
End all. Triple Crown. Oh, it's going to be a good season in the Premier League. End all enters Season 2 and the Premier League with a big bada boom. 3 flawless victories and 3 hard Ds. We don't call him the King of D for nothing. Holding 3 territories in round 1, holding 2 territories in round 2, and holding 3 territories again in round 3. All hail King of the D. End all 3-0. Triple Crown.
All right. Next up, we got Solo Bass. He likes it solo because teamwork is for pansies. 3-0. Round 1, not much to say. He says, it's the first week. He's a collector. I cleared the board. 1 zone. My loss was said I was not getting defeat. Round 2, another win. Against a better player. First match. Only cleared 1 zone. I went sharp full cleared. Round 3, opponent had blah, 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 blah. Didn't matter. He got the win. Full clear. 3-0. Nice banner count. Excelente.
Indigo, 2-1. Average start for Indigo as he picked up a couple of wins and suffered just the 1 loss. Round 2 was a win, but he didn't quite get the full clear. Round 2 was the loss. Despite the full clear, he suffered way too many losses and he just didn't get enough banners for the win. Round 3, and faith is restored as he smashed his opponent for a flawless victory and ended the week 2-1.
All right, Zareth, the grandson of Xerxes from Greek times, apparently is 3-0. Round 1, he says I kept all 4 Galactic Legends and got a 2671. And then he said I realized I need to go hard on defense, and that's what he did. Round 2, he says I went much harder on defense, and he got 2667 score and got the victory there. And then he said against Wolfpack member Chewbacca, he said I did fail the Fatal Vader versus Darth Vader encounter and made a poor decision with GS versus JML Cam, but still able to get the victory. Well done, Zareth. Nice score. Good solid start. 3-0.
Well. Let's see how Ranger did this week. Round 1.
Kyber's life.
Full clear. Had a double tap on a Dreven team. No surprises there. Tough luck to Exo. Better luck next time, buddy. Better luck next time.
Sorry, Exo. I had to do it.
Round 2. Ooh, flawless victory. Very sloppy, but still a flawless victory. Round 3. Full clear, but had to triple tap a Dreven and double tap a Finn Resistance team. Defense saves the day for Ranger. 3-0, triple whammy.
Yeah, I learned a valuable lesson there. Gas versus Darth Revan in 3v3, it's not going to happen anymore. So
and
we tried.
That is the Premier League. Everybody going undefeated except for Indigo and Black Mamba. Fruit Ninja Mike in the 8,000 club. Endall just behind him. Solo base, Bitcoin. Just, yeah, I mean, there's like less than one. It's like 100 banners separating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like just around 100 banners separating the top 6. So yeah, there is no way to call Premier League. There's no way. It's going to have to go all the way to the end of the on this. So yeah, but hey, that is our first week. We are going to wrap up our coverage with a little reel of clips that were put together by everybody in the Discord server, all of our competitors, lovingly and affectionately put together with music created by Andy Bees. We'll be right back after this.
Cheers.
There's solo. Great. Bum, if you puke all over yourself, are you gonna shut down the stream?
Is he gonna fall asleep on stream? This is so genuinely.
I'm out of here!
And to be fair, this is not the most scary lineup. Yeah, you can apply hunted. $72 big boy banners. Big boy banners.
Oh Jesus, I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, get some of that, Gravis.
Now, can you full clear?
All right.
That's the question.
So Shaq T, lost one banner, game over, man. Yeah, that's it. Just close it up, guys. We'll see you. We'll see you later.
That's one banner game over. Dude, you lost. So go home.
That's
And
it, guys.
Pain ender.
Yeah, stream ended early. It's like, I'm not ready. Whoa.
Way over there on Nest. And I guess, okay, we get another tech. Let's go ahead and put the health tech on Vanguard. Why not? Alright, cool. Awesome. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Alright, that's fine. This pushes back to this turn here. I don't think I actually want to do that. Okay, I need 3 critical hits. I don't think I'm going to get him, so... Yeah, there we go. And then just a big hit here. Can we end this right here now? Ooh, not quite. Okay, good. So he didn't stealth because of Dengar. There was Waddy Boy. That's fine. Come on, counter. So close. Woo! Okay, alright, so Wicket's down. Maybe that's matched, maybe it's not.
It's like well above 3,000 or 300.
3,000?
3,000.
That'd be
Over
impressive.
300. Give me a break.
Oh my god.
3,000.
No, let's just change.
That would make the
thing
GLs
under
look
water.
like, and your great granddaughter
Is doing fine.
doing fine. I love the Jonas Brothers.
No, it's gonna mess with that.
Oh, God, no. Please kill somebody. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
He rode a blazing shadow.
Alright, here we go. See, the problem with auto, I see you guys saying just auto. The problem with auto is, they will only do a 1 turn, there we go. Alright.
Yeah, the Sith Trooper was the right move. Oh, no. We'll be in trouble here. Oh, no! No! No!
I mean, you're gonna win. Yeah, there you go. I was just gonna say, like, but you might lose Dawn. But still. Good probably. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, man. Don's a good-looking guy. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Stun. Kill. Ah! There you go. Hey. That's what they do.
Pay your taxes.
Damn.
Come on, Loki, pay them.
Dude, I might die here, honestly.
Wow. We were not coming up on the screen for a minute then. I do not know why my hotkeys were not working. Well, that's the show. That's the show, ladies and gents. I don't know why my hotkeys temporarily did not work for me. There was some funny clips in there.
So good, man. God, I forgot about some of that stuff. It just kind of comes all mushed into your head when you're doing it. So when you get reminded of it, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, well, we want what? Just so all of the competitors that are, still in chat, just keep bringing them. Keep bringing us those clips. Andy is going to be cutting together as many clips as he possibly can every single week. So if you've got something funny, interesting, amusing, maybe some epic fails. I mean, my heart kind of went out to Spartan when he got the win and then his game crashed. I mean, that just sucks.
We talked about that happening to me before.
We've all had crashes. I mean, we've all had those crashes going into the match. So you go in and it immediately crashes. Usually on fleet for you, Ranger, right? You had 3 fleet crashes last season. I do remember that.
Yeah, 3. I think 3 or 4, yeah.
So to actually win the battle, get to the end, and then it crash before it registers, yeah, that definitely sucks. Definitely sucks. Anyway, just before we continue the conversation, this is the thoughts and acknowledgement section. So I am going to do some thank yous and show some gratitude and appreciation. So thank you for the following subscribers who renewed during this broadcast. That would be The Llama, Flair, Solar Base, Clash, Rayrock, and Ranger J. Thank you for the first-time subscriber, Fatal, who is better known as The Playbook, Bits from Rayrock, Clash, Loki, Cake Gaming, and EXO. And then we also got followers from Ford, Stolp, and Chef 509. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining in and chipping in. So, Ranger, how do you think this it's been a fun first week, hasn't it?
I hate it. I don't do it anymore. I think I got the Rona.
You think you what?
No, I didn't just make that up. No, it was a lot of fun. What were you asking about the season 2? I think it's gonna. I mean, I love doing this, but if you're talking about like what to expect for season, I don't know what to say. There's a lot of undefeated there. Some divisions were I was surprised by some of the stats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the majors is a little tight down there. Only 2 undefeated. We'll see what happens. I mean, going undefeated is quite an accomplishment anytime you do GAC, and we're starting off with 3s, so 3s are a different animal altogether. So, if you had a rough start, it's okay. You can pick yourself up and stuff, and we'll be here to cover it. And I'm enjoying myself. And as I get more comfortable doing this, I'll start doing more wacky and crazy stuff. It'll be fun. I'm enjoying it.
I do hope so. Yes, and we have more time because we're not doing the interview and we've replaced the interview section that we used to do in season 1 with a 5-minute clip. It does give us a little bit more play with and a little bit more time, depending on how people, give their reports, what happens during the weeks, and hopefully we'll get some more. Hopefully we'll get some more fight nights in. That was definitely one of the highlights this week. Was DB, Official 125, and Gridan getting matched up against each other. That was brilliant. I mean, both of them taking a hit in round 2. Both taking a hit in round 2. To guarantee that they were going to face each other. Also taking the banner hit as well, because they did not know if their opponents were going to auto deploy and lose to them or win to them, depending on what the GP was. They both just set a fleet so that they knew it was guaranteed to be a loss, and it was such an incredible live stream. It was a brilliant, really, really fun dual stream. I highly recommend anybody who wants to tune into that. We sent the video to them, so you can watch it on our channel. You can go to their YouTube channels and watch it on their YouTube channel. We had both streams going simultaneously. and I provided the color commentary. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And there is a prospect of it occurring again this week. Kyoe and Lazy Turtle have been matched in the same group as each other. So they have fought each other before, just not during a GACenter season. So fingers crossed, Lazy Turtle and Kyoe not only get matched, but fingers crossed that we can, schedule a live stream, a dual live stream together. It's not always possible, but it's nice when it happens. So there is that prospect on the horizon. Having a fight night every single week would be totally awesome. Totally awesome. So, yeah. With all that being said, yet we are only 1 week into the show. It's been fun and interesting having Ranger as my co-host. I've got to admit, I've been looking forward to this. All week we've been chatting, whittering away, talking about things. I mean, it was fun. It was the last call we did when we were arranging the rundown. Who was going to get who? It's like, Ranger. Is there anybody? So I'm reading off all of these. Who do you want? I want Urza. I want that one.
Yeah, give me one of those and a couple of those.
As soon as we got to the upper ones, it's like, as long as I get Heinze, I don't care who I get in that division. So yeah, he definitely wanted Heinze, and
want those big boys.
So he wanted the Heinze, and yeah, it's going to be. I still can't believe Heinze's in the top half of his.
I don't
division.
get. The world is ending. I mean, we'll see how he does, because he has those weeks where the preloading's stronger than usual. So we'll see if he can maintain it, but we may not be able to see he's preloading as much if he keeps on this track.
Yeah, his loss record from last season, he lost more rounds to single battle defeats than any other competitor. So
yeah, I was there for some of those. Yeah, I remember some of those.
A lot of the time, it's just, so many people have just lost one battle, but they've been able to pull it out of the bag, or their opponents lost two. But every single time, his opponent lost one single battle less than him, and it just cost him the round on so many different occasions. So maybe the worm has turned, and luck is on his side.
Maybe.
Anyway, I am all done. Ranger, do you have anything to add before you utter the immortal words and tell me to push buttons?
I didn't know that was part of my job description, but okay.
It's in the job description. Everybody tells me to push the button.
Let me think. Is there anything wise or intelligent I can say? No, I've got nothing. Just nothing.
Let me get this straight. You're going to end a show about GAC without telling everybody that Kyber's life and life's Kyber?
I did that a couple times, man. So you see how much you pay attention. I'll do it again just for everybody. Because life is Kyber. Kyber's life. You can't go in the club if you're not Kyber. You're not going to go anywhere. No one's going to want to talk to you. No one's going to want to say anything to you. You'll be an outcast. So get that Kyber. It's all about. It's how you live your life. Life is Kyber. Push that button. Do it. Push
you got it, mate. Ta-ta for now, folks.